Good morning, students. Class 8th Science, and today's topic reactivity series is series of metals. The rate of reaction of metals with oxygen, water and acids is different for a different metals. Some metals are more reactive than others. The rate of reaction of metal depend on its reactivity. All metals can be arranged to decreasing order of reactivity. This is called the reactivity series of metal. For knowing which metal is more reactive than other, one has to consider the reactivity of the metal. So you have seen the here this is the most reactive metals and here least reactive metals and reactivity series or activity series of metal. Hydrogen in mid portion, it is the most reactive metals, maximum potassium, then sodium, calcium, magnesium, so on, and least gold is the least reactive metal because it is found in free in nature. Displacement reactions, the reactivity series also gives the information about the displacement reactions in which element displaces the other because it is more reactive. Displacement reactions take place when the metallic salt solution reacts with another metal. If the metal is more reactive, it replaces the metal from its salts. Potassium K and sodium Na, metal highly reactive with oxygen and water, are stored in kerosene oil or paraffin bags. Activity: take a copper sulfate CuSO4 solution in the beaker and drop an iron nail into it. Keep it undisturbed. Observe the change of color during this period. Does the color of the solution change? Can you see the reddish brown substance on the nails? The previous activity is an example of displacement reaction. The copper sulfate solution react with iron. Iron is more reactive than copper. Iron is more reactive than copper because you have seen the activity series. Iron is here and copper is here. The iron is more reactive, so iron displaces the copper. That is why iron displaces copper from copper sulfate and form a iron sulfate. Iron sulfate solution is greenish in color. The displaced copper collects on the iron nails. Fe plus CuSO4 gives out Cu plus FeSO4. Life skills: some common method to prevent the corrosion. First, painting. Surfaces of iron can be coated with a paint to keep the iron, air and water away from the metal surface. However, rusting takes place quickly on the iron surface if the paint is even slightly damaged. If the paint peel off, the portion should be painted again. Coating with oil or grease. Bicycle chains, door hinges and car engines which cannot be painted by coated by a layer of oil or grease. Coating with zinc, aluminum and magnesium metals. Study of reactivity series: magnesium, aluminum and zinc are more reactive than iron. When coated on iron, they react faster with oxygen than iron and the form of oxygen layer. Oxide layer. The oxide layers prevent iron from rusting. An iron object coated with the thin layer of zinc is called galvanized iron. Zinc, being more reactive than iron, quickly react with oxygen and form a layer of zinc oxide of the iron object. Zinc oxide, being Non-reactive prevent the iron surface for rusting. The grey coating applied during the car repairs contains zinc oxide. Similarly, aluminum, when applied on the iron surface, forms a very resistant aluminum oxide coating. Iron pillars submerged in seawater are covered with a magnesium sheet. Magnesium, being more reactive than iron, corrodes first and prevents the pillar from rusting. The magnesium sheets are periodically replaced. Coating with metals that are resistant of oxygen.